First, I told Carlos that I'm sorry, I don't know how you even react to this. I'm your mom and you're my son, and I am falling in love with him. He said, "Are you really?" I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "You know what? I was scared to let you know too. I am too." We ended up talking, and we took off to the park, and we ended up asked him, "Will you ever date your mom?" And he said, "Will you date your son?" I said, "Honest truth, yes, I would. Because 19 years, you're the best thing that ever happened to me.
Wow.
And I really want to be with you the rest of my life. And I really want to be with them. It's kind of hard right now, but I don't care what people say because we're going through a lot right now. We try to keep it a secret, but we couldn't do it no more because, you know, my other kids found out. At first, they didn't like it. Then they started liking it. I'm going to still be with him. I have to. I've been going through a lot on the streets and in public. And it's kind of hard because it's public record here in Clovis. They could find out where I live and stuff. Just going through a lot. And I really can't go to the store. I can't go public. I can't see my other kids. I can't see him. They call me, I'm sick. I'm incest. And it hurts a lot. And you know what I mean? It messes with my mind a lot. The other moms don't understand. They're not going through what I'm going through. It'd be different if they were. I have, like I said, I didn't raise him for 19 years. It feels like a new person. It feels like he's my man. And he sometimes, once in a while, he calls me mom. You know what I mean? It don't get to him or get to me. Actually, it feels like more than his lover.
What?
Because it got so deep, and it feels kind of, at first kind of felt weird, but now it don't feel weird at all to me because I love him so much.
You are normally supposed to love him, weirdo. He is your son. And the fact that she has the guts to come online and participate in this type of exposure shows how gagas the society is. If the script was switched and she was a man falling in love with his daughter, the society would have pounced on him, and most likely he will be cooling his ass off in jail by now. This woman probably manipulated her son from the beginning and most likely kept the father away from them just to satisfy her despicable tests for her own flesh and blood.
The first approach was actually me. We were hanging out and, just talking, just laughing, and I looked at her and she looked at me and I kissed her. It had feelings behind it. It had a spark in that. Ever since then, it just stayed. Honestly, I really didn't think we would. We were both consenting adults. If it comes down to it, as long as they're over 18, everything's fine. I'm 18, she's 8, I'm 19. I actually came down when I was 19. But, she's an adult, I'm an adult, I can make my own decisions. I never thought it would blow up into something like this. Honestly, if it wasn't that strong, we wouldn't be together right now. We are together, but we're not. We can't really see each other, but in my heart, I know that we're still together. And I still love her with all my heart. If I had the opportunity to leave all this behind during the courts and move back to Utah, but I stayed. I feel at peace when I'm with her. When I'm with her, I'm happy. When I'm away from her, I'm all depressed. To me, if it's worth, going through all this, it's worth staying. Even if sometimes the easy way isn't the best way out.
Oh my God.
Sometimes we have to make that life decision that's going to change and affect everything, but when it comes to it, it's worth it. You don't plan stuff like this, it happens. I can't plan who I fall in love with. I can't. I can tell a girl on the street, I'm going to fall in love with you. It won't happen because it might happen, but you can't plan on love. It just happens. For me, it's not even about patience, it's about commitment. If I'm committed to something, I finish it through. That's the type of person I am. I've always finished everything I started, and when it comes down to it, if I love her that much, and I'm crazy enough to stay in Clovis for it, I'm crazy enough to face all the courts for it, you can't tell me who to love, who not to love. It's just people are butting in the wrong issue. She's never had anybody give her a rose and she's never got really anything from me because I haven't really been able to. Because I'm trying to get a job, but it's hard now because of the courts. Nobody wants to hire me, and if I could, I'd give her everything she wants.
Intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might?
Definitely.
Sorry. It's okay. Just take
1 minute.
This OnlyFans model decided to sleep with 101 men in 24 hours just for the money and the record, and now she regrets every one of her actions.
I think sometimes like feeling so like robotic, like by the, I think like the 30th, you know, like when we're getting on a bit, I've got like a routine of like how we're gonna do this, and like it just, sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal at all.
Do you think you should feel bad about that?
I guess when you promise something to people who support you, it's kind of hard to let them down.
But it's up to you, right? Like when you know.
Yeah.
Have you even processed, do you think, what's happened?
Not yet. God, I won't forget this day, Jesus.
When I decided to start making this documentary, I wasn't too sure of what to expect. I certainly didn't expect to see Lily so upset at the end of it all.
In every situation modern females put themselves, they always want to play the victim, even when they are clearly the culprit.
Yeah,
I hope you're not going to be parked here long.
I live here. I've just parked the car now. I'm going up to my flat.
Going up to your flat? I
Yeah.
mean, I live here as well.
Okay.
I haven't seen you before.
Yeah, but why? Okay, but why are you taking a picture of my car?
Because you're not supposed to park here. This is my space. I've lived here for like 5-10 years, almost, what is it, 7 years now. And I've always parked my car here. And I've had to park my car on the high road.
Wait. Which one is it? 5, 7 or 10? Those are 3 different numbers.
I mean, that's irrelevant. When did you move into this apartment?
I've been here for 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
So, what do you mean you've been here for 6 months?
Been here for 6 months, and my tenancy agreement says I can park.
Tenancy?
Yeah.
So you're rented?
Yeah, I rent here.
Well, I own my property.
Oh, you own it?
Yeah, I own my house.
Okay.
I pay a mortgage.
Okay.
And you're renting.
Yeah,
So that means you've got no entitlement to this.
No.
property.
What do you mean?
Well, if you're only renting, I mean, renting is like nothing really.
Yeah, but you're paying the same. You're paying a monthly fee, and so am I.
No, I'm paying a mortgage, so I own my
Yeah,
property.
I'm paying
you
rent.
are paying your rent to somebody else.
Yeah, who's probably paying the mortgage, isn't it?
But you do not own it, just like you do not have ownership to this spot.
Yeah, but neither do you.
Yes, I do, because I own my property. So
Okay,
if I
and
own my
this
property,
car
then
park
I
isn't your
own-
property. You own a flat up there.
Well, I've had to park, as I said to you, I've
park
had to
on the street?
Yes, I've had to park my car on the main road, and
Okay.
you've parked your, I don't even know what kind of car this is,
Yeah.
in my spot.
Yeah, but why can't
I
you
mean,
put...
even the look of this car is kind of making me feel like the price of my property, the value of my property is going down.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
I mean, no, seriously.
Really?
No, I'm absolutely serious.
Are you
I think you
serious?
need to move, because I will be reporting you to the police if you do not.
Just
to
because... To make
them
things
move
clear,
your
to make
car.
things clear, you think you've got a more right to park your car here than me
I absolutely
because
do. I
you
absolutely
pay
do.
mortgage and I pay rent.
Yes, I absolutely do.
But I'm paying mortgage as well.
No, you don't. You pay
Yeah, I
rent.
know. Yeah, the rent I pay goes towards the landlord who pays the mortgage.
Your landlords can
It's just an
kick
extra
you,
step.
Your landlords can kick you out at any given time.
Okay.
I mean, how long is your tenancy? It's probably even at
I've
like
got
6 months.
I've
or
got
a
18
year.
months more on it.
18 months more. Exactly my.
Yeah, and I'll probably renew it. It's a nice place. I like this
No,
area.
you will not be. I don't even think you look like you could really afford. to
Well,
live
excuse
there.
me. I work for Fortune 500 company. I have, you know.
No, I don't think. But with this car.
Okay, what about the car?
Well, I mean, it doesn't look very. You know, it just makes the meals.
What car do you drive?
It's not about what car I
Yeah,
drive.
it's about
I've
what
had
car
to
you
park
drive.
my car on the main road.
Okay.
And I've never had. No one's ever complained about my car being parked here.
Okay.
Because I've been parking here for
And
a long
you know, and I
time.
always park where I want. No one's ever complained until you did today.
Well, I'm complaining.
Yeah, because you got problems, isn't it?
I do have a problem, and I will be calling.
Yeah,
the police.
your problem is
Do you
that
know what?
your car's on the main high
no,
street,
but
maybe
you're
getting
actually-
jacked, so you
can
better
not
go.
shout at me, please? Can you not shout at me?
Okay.
Right. I'm telling you, I've given you a warning to move your car, otherwise I will be reporting you to the police. As I said, I own my property. You're renting. You've got no right to be parking in my parking spot because I own my house and
Okay.
you're renting.
And if you lose your job, yeah, you won't own the house so much longer, would you? Because you miss your mortgage. It's the same thing.
Well,
All the same.
we're not talking about that. At the moment, I'm one step ahead.
No,
I
you're
own
not,
my
you're
property.
not one step ahead of
Yes,
anybody. You're
yes.
paying it off. The bank owns your property, yeah, and my landlord
Listen,
owns my property.
I didn't say we're going to get into any technicalities here.
Well, you brought on
But
the
thing is-
technicalities.
no,
Talked about
because you-
tenancy
Yes,
and
because
renting.
you are renting.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand how you cannot. understand. I don't get it.
Well,
Why?
I understand that you are a B, so take off.
No.